Hello and welcome back to my channel, and today we're gonna do a graphical performance test or benchmarks for Halo Infinite, and we're gonna be looking at low, medium, high and ultra settings. And there is a very grim news for older hardware users. Now, first of all, as you can see, this is my own video here, right? It's not because I like watching my own videos, I kind of dread doing that, but there is a bigger issue at hand. So on Reddit, under our Halo, I stumbled upon this, which is literally 6 days ago. And this guy literally says, hey, on behalf of my friend, has anyone experienced performance degradation after the day 1 patch? My friend has a 27 Super, plays on low settings at 1080p and averaged around 120 to 144 frames before the patch. And after he gets around 60-70 now. Same settings, no difference. Has the most updated drivers as well. He has played on the Xbox app and Steam version as well to compare. Similar results. I have 3080. I envy you, friend, but enjoy. Happy gaming. And so not much change, right? So this is only one example of what people on Reddit are talking about, and it's not only Reddit, to be honest. Certain Steam boards are lighting up, the Xbox forums are lighting up. And I did a video on that, right? So I'm just gonna mute myself in the video. So I'm just gonna walk you through. And as you know, this is a non-biased channel. So we take what we have and we just go with it. So I did a benchmark test for Halo Infinite 1080 Ti on Ultra settings. As you can see, we're going with the quality preset Ultra. And I'm launching the campaign. Let me just fast forward a little bit. And I'm still, again, double checking that I'm actually still on Ultra settings. And we're gonna see one very interesting thing. So everything here is maxed out. Look at the frames here. Look at the frames. 75, 60, 76. All nice and dandy. 1080 Ti, running from NVMe, recording at the same time while I'm playing, which obviously takes away about 2 to 3 frames as a penalty. But it's a very small price to pay. It doesn't matter. So we're hitting even 80 here, right? And after reading this article, I launched Halo Infinite, and lo and behold, on Ultra settings, hell, high and Ultra settings are barely hitting constant 60. The constant 60 and above is between medium and low settings. And if I go, which I'm gonna just close this obviously, I'm gonna sneakily open up GeForce Experience, which I don't trust for the life of it. But if I go for the optimal settings, all this suddenly is showing medium, low, medium, medium, medium. Oh, something on high. Terrain quality and texture filtering high. Volumetric fog is actually even supposed to be off, right? So this is NVIDIA's recommendation how I should run this game. Obviously, I have everything on low now because we're gonna do very low comparison. So this is literally preparation for that. So I think this is gonna be fun. So let's do a very quick low, medium, high and ultra. I know that I will have to reload the game 4 times for the changes to apply and take effect, but I do believe we need to talk about this because I have proof, a video, Ultra settings, going above 70 frames on full HD, and you will see the proof that my system has not changed. I do have a driver update, yes, for the GeForce because it came out a couple days ago, and the day 1 patch, and that's what happened. Let's jump into Halo. So here we are, basically Halo Infinite on a low setting. So let's just double check what we have. Field of view 95, 1080 Ti. Currently, apparently we're pulling 2.7 gigs. MSI is reporting 3.7. So, just a gig difference here. There, it doesn't matter, right? So, minimum frame rate is 50. Maximum is unlocked. So, great. Graphics preset low. So, when it comes to decal quality, there's only 2 settings. Oh, apparently there's 3 settings. Okay, I must be missing something. But this is the preset. So, if we look at this, we are hitting about 87 up to 90-ish frames here. And I wouldn't say that there's a lot of going on here. GPU usage is 3.6 gigs, 97% of GPU usage. We are 7.6 on system RAM, and you know, everything is pretty nice. So what we can actually do to verify or not verify this is grab a wasp and give it a very good shakedown very quickly. What the hell is that texture glitching here? Thank you. What the f- To be fair, I already had uninstalled Halo because I was pretty much done with it. As you probably saw in my last video what to do in Halo once you finish Halo. So, you know, I had to re-download it. I just couldn't let this slide. So, let's just go, and we are above 100 frames. Very good. Let's go ground level real quick. You know, let's just go through, see what we have. We have all these reflections, 97, 90. These are low settings. To be honest, when it comes to low settings, what the hell is this flickering stuff going down here? I hope you guys can see, otherwise I'm gonna think I'm going mad. Obviously I'm gonna see this in post-pros, but... So we are hovering about 86, 80-ish frames. Not really below that. 97. Okay, so low is fine. Low is giving us the happy numbers above 60. Great. Good news. Let's move up to medium. We are with medium settings. Just again, proof on video, 95, 1080 Ti. Resolution scale the same. Resolution scale, yeah. Quality preset medium. So as you can see, it's already changing some things to high. Everything else is medium. Animation quality is auto. I think this was auto or low or something like that. Actually, I looked it up. And yeah, it wants us, it thinks we're using 441, we're using 5. And as you can see, this is already below, much more below. So we're kind of, there was a 62 for the fraction of the second. 76, 75. So absolutely, we are down from 90-ish. Oh, there's not 90 now, and there was nothing to see on the screen. So once we have something to see, look at this. We're watching on distance, and it was just dropping down to like 60-ish. So there is a change done by this day one patch for the game. And for those who was wondering what this day one patch was for. So those who tried to play the game, you could play the game, quit the game, and when you launch it again, you are probably diverted to Xbox Store for gaming services that you should have installed, but you couldn't, or you could, and that changed nothing. It was opening the game store. I do believe it's kind of related to that a little bit, because I had the same issue, and the forum is full of this stuff. So let's see what we have. Medium settings, 73 frames currently. Let's just go through the trees real quick. Hang on there, Wasp, it's fine. So yeah, 76. There we go. So this fight very close up was around 60-ish, which I really do not like. And I can hear an audio log, which is very nice. However, that's not the point. 65, 67. So just on medium settings, we're having these issues. And by issues, I'm talking GPU usage was literally just now 92%. something has changed. Something was done to the game engine, because 96%. It's not utilizing the GPUs anymore. It's kind of like reserving it. There's kind of like a bottleneck. In my case, I would say looks like the CPU might be topping out, but you know, it's still not what was before, because again, on ultra settings on video, it's been captured 70 plus. Now we're getting 70 plus on medium. I don't know. You know what? I think we need to speed this up a little bit. Let's go for high settings, see what's going there. So here we are, and let's go. We should be on high settings right now. So everything's on high. 492, 5.7, so we've seen this before, probably just a glitch. And what we see here, look at this. 62, 60-ish, something, 65, 59, there we go, below 60. High settings, and also this is night. So there's no guard rays, there's no sunlight going on to certain things and, you know, making it much harder on the GPU. It's just texture quality, and that's about it. So this is the weird thing when it comes to updates, okay? Usually they are to resolve issues, not to code issues, and I guess this guy is about to get yeeted. Called it. I just like how the pelican will just disappear somewhere in the distance. God knows where. I've never seen a pelican take heights that quickly. So, again, let's just go ground level a little bit. See what we have. $59, $65. I mean, this is not okay. I fail to see how is this okay at any point. Fail. And this is a very small firefight, and we were already below 60. There was 63 at one point, I noticed. This is not okay. I don't know what people think, but this is definitely not okay. 62, 61, 60, 59, 54, 53. There you go. And these are high well, yeah, these are high settings. You can just imagine the shit show that's gonna happen once we are on Ultra. And it's true. So, if I look at average Ultra performance, which kinda averages out, I would say, at 50, 55 frames, very rarely hitting 60, really depends on a location. I must say, this is 20 frame loss due to an update, I would say is unacceptable. That is not okay. That is absolutely not okay. And these fluctuations, it's nothing good. Specifically if we know that the game was okay. Game was fine. People were playing multiplayer. There was some multiplayer issues, sure, but we're talking about campaign here. So campaign should not suffer from these issues, at least not as much, because, you know, multiplayer code and engine, well, the engine is the same, but the multiplayer code to sync up with all the player movements and everything else, and bullet hits and, you know, stuff like that, hit registration, yada yada, you know, all the good stuff for multiplayer. It requires a bit different approach networking wise. Fair enough, there will be some delays, there will be some higher pings, which will make a lot of people unhappy, and if your connection to the server is bad or the server is unable to process it, you will have a bad time. That should not happen in single player campaign, because we're not exactly talking with the server. There's nothing we need from the server. Maybe to track the achievements, but achievements can be tracked also in a simple way that, you know, you can store it in a cache and then upload to the cloud once the campaign is done. In this particular moment, that is not happening. So, you know, I don't know. We're literally hitting below 60 frames. Literally, nighttime fights dropping below 60. I think this is enough for high settings. Let's finally put an end to this misery with alter settings, and then we're gonna draw a conclusion, shall we? On alter settings. So let's just go and check. How does it look for us? Still on the same GPU, still the same resolution, still unlocked and no vertical sync. Quality preset ultra. Well, looks good to me, so let's just continue the already finished campaign, see where we end up here. So, I don't know, I feel a bit cheated. First of all, the campaign itself was a bit odd when it comes... I'm not a Halo fan, disclaimer, okay? So, I might not know the lore or stuff, but I'm looking at this game as a casual gamer. Walking around in tunnels for over 2 hours is a bit too much. That's just my opinion. But I'm not gonna touch on gameplay because I simply cannot even talk about it since I'm not exactly a Halo fan. Let's talk about performance. So look at this. Alter settings, the day is kinda dawning in a little bit. And we're kinda 60-ish. Kinda. 57, I mean... This is madness. Literally. Before that, we were able... Look, 40 frames. I mean, what the hell happened? Was that only that particular area I was in? You know what? I think we can just go to that area, to be fair. Which was the crashed ship. Need to zoom in a little bit. Which is here. Let's do a fast travel, see if we're gonna get those magical 70 frames or whatnot. Which I highly doubt though, because, you know, it's still the same open world, all the objects are there, and it just feels very weird, but I think we need to address this issue. So we are inside 60 frames. Okay, great. A tunnel with 60 frames. Wow. I don't think this is gonna go down pretty well. 55, 57, look at this. This was the area where I on video was showing 70 plus frames. Look at this. This is not okay. I don't know what they did with that update. I have no idea. But I don't think this is okay at any point. Because this is exactly the point where I said I don't understand why people are saying the performance is terrible. Because it's actually good. There's nothing good about it. Absolutely nothing good. So, what do I want to say with all this video? It's not about just, you know, me liking to listen to myself talk. No, it's not. It's about pay attention, people, to the games you get, to the reviews that come in, and what you're gonna get. Wow, looking at the ground gives me 80 frames. Wow, amazing. Let's go over here. 74. But the moment we start seeing anything, it drops below. And we were running around here on 70 frames. Kinda impressed they didn't die. But yeah, this day 1 patch has clearly impacted the performance. So if this is the performance of a single player campaign, I can just imagine how miserable people are feeling with multiplayer, where you actually need the maximum frame rate you can squeeze out. And of course, as for graphical comparison, to be fair, this game looks amazing even on low settings, and by amazing I mean it looks good enough. You know, it ticks all the boxes. You have the reflections, you have some volumetric fog going on, you have some draw distance, you have all these mountains, open world you can climb, which I've been doing, well, pretty much all the time because I'm kind of trying to find all the audio logs on Spartan course. And I can hear audio log, I think. Oh no, that's a Spartan core. Then yeah, I must say this is very, very disappointing. I'm not sure what caused this. Maybe there will be another patch, because I highly doubt that 343 will just leave this be, considering that people are not excited about this game already. I mean, certain group is, but you know, it's always with every game, right? You get Team A that says this is the best title ever, and you have Team B saying, well, they absolutely murdered the title. And to be honest, I do believe that there's truth in every opinion, you know, when it comes to it. Come on. And the game crashed. And it crashed on 59 frames. And to be honest, it crashed before as well. I just couldn't caught it on camera because apparently this update has given stability issues as well. Let's continue. So what can I say, guys? It's quite interesting how one update can actually kill the game's performance. We've seen this with different titles as well. Call of Duty Warzone being a very great example because of all these mashups there. So in the Reddit, obviously, you can find a very interesting frame rate benchmark or frame comparisons. And we can see all the frames people are getting on full HD. So if we go down the list, we can see that 2070 Super Founders Edition is averaging out on 60.5 frames. And if we compare the 1080 Ti versus 27 Super, you can see the only big difference is the multi-rendering when it comes to 2070, which I do believe it's due to some RTX cores kicking in here and there. But overall, body calculations, reflection handling, lighting effects, and faster effective speeds, the 1080 Ti is still pretty similar ballpark. So, what can we draw from this as a conclusion? Nothing really. It's just the state of the game. So, it's entirely up to you. If you want maximum frames, I would say go for low or medium settings. The game looks fine. Like in terms of graphical fidelity, you're only gonna sacrifice some shadows, you're gonna sacrifice some texture quality. So unless you're gonna go and look at the rock at very close proximity, how it looks, I would say it wouldn't really matter. The draw distance will probably be a bit less, so you won't be able to zoom in on the enemies with the snipers from the top of the mountains and stuff. But overall, I wouldn't say that I would feel that the game is running below 60 frames, which might kind of hint that, you know, it's also optimized for the new generation consoles, and I'm not implying that it's running on 30 frames, but I think that engine itself is kind of having a hiccup right now, so maybe this is gonna be fixed. Maybe it's gonna be fixed on the next DLC. Oh, I guess you didn't hear. There might be a DLC coming for Halo Infinite. It's called Endless. But it's not confirmed. It's just rumor. It's just Microsoft has filed a thing about that. But that's a different topic. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. So, I don't know. Post a comment. What performance do you get? What rig are you running? Do you have any issues after the day one patch? Did you update at all? Or maybe it improved it for you. Would be great to know. And on this note, I would say that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you next time.